What I'm saying is, we can't just keep going the way we're going. We're not going to get anywhere.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any more mental, along comes Ash Regan. Wow. Her one and only policy is to push for independence. Because I quote, "The will of the Scottish people will not be denied." Jezzy Peeps, man! Mental! It's the will of the Scottish people that have brought the SNP to this point. Do you really believe that if there was an overwhelming desire for independence in Scotland, the Westminster government would stand in the way? They wouldn't. Let's take a look at the evidence. When the SNP won a large majority from Labour in 2007, it was unilaterally agreed that this was an indicator for change in Scotland. The SNP then spent 7 years trying to convince people that the change they wanted was to break away from the UK. As the 2014 result has proved, it wasn't. Since then, and especially now, the polls have never shifted in a way to suggest the will of the Scottish people has changed. The will of the Scottish people is to stay united. I hate to burst a few separatist bubbles, but it's the Scottish people who are thwarting independence, not Westminster. So to then base a whole campaign on pushing for a right that has never been wronged is fucking stupid. I stand by what I have always said. Nationalism in Scotland is no different to nationalism anywhere. The SNP is the BNP with red hair and an obsession for genitals. I have no idea who will win the Scottish Nationalist Party's leadership race, but the only candidate that has shown any semblance of integrity so far is Kate Forbes. If she wins, people like me have a genuine problem, but I'm very safe in the knowledge that that probably won't happen. Check out this Wally.
What I'm saying is, we can't just keep going the way we're going. We're not going to get anywhere. So I'm suggesting that we go in a different direction, and that's my plan.
But you're not going to get anywhere with your plan either, because the UK government will say no. And where does that leave your plans?
The will of the Scottish people will not be denied.
So if the UK government says no, what happens then?
This is going to be a clear instruction from the people of Scotland about what they want to do.
Yeah, but if the UK government says no, what happens then?
I don't think the UK government will say that.
If they do?
Then we will adapt.
And what does adapting look like?
I'm not going to set that out at this point.